Hello, everyone. My name is Grant. I will be your host today for our Digital Live, and I am today joined with Asia with Can you pronounce that one for me again?
Genomenon.
Genomenon. Yes,
Yes.
Genomenon. Um, so I'd like to thank everybody for watching today, and I'll just get right into the questions. So, give us a quick introduction. Tell us about yourself. Where do you attend school, and what are you currently studying?
Sure. So, hi everyone. My name is Aasiyah Khan. I'm a rising senior at University of Detroit Mercy. I'm studying developmental psychology, actually, with minors in leadership and women and gender studies. But I have an interest in marketing.
Gotcha. I'm definitely super interested in marketing too. It's super broad. You can do anything you need to do with a marketing degree. So, how is working for Genomenon, and what type of work are you doing for them? I know we're at the end of the clinic, so I guess what type of work did you do for them during this
Sure.
internship?
Yeah, so Genomenon was a very cool company to work for. They're a genomic health IT company. We just did a lot of working with their client database, lead generation, all that stuff. They were actually transitioning CRMs. So one really cool project I worked on was helping create like a presentation for the employees to learn about Pardo grading, which Pardo is what they're transitioning to now. So that was all really cool.
Gotcha. Sounds super cool. Um, so I also see, according to your LinkedIn and some of your interview notes, that you're involved in like a bunch of different clubs. So in what ways has working with these clubs and just being a part of them helped you just pursue in the clinic and just be better in the clinic?
They've helped a lot, actually, and I also apologize for my voice. I lost a little bit of it last week,
Oh, you're good.
but, yeah, working in the clubs has helped me, like, really step up and take initiative when, it was needed. Also, like, just the importance of making deadlines and, like, how to manage my time. Um, and honestly, I think the biggest thing was, like, understanding how all the seemingly minuscule tasks that go into, like, big projects, um, they're actually very important, like, being part of, like, the leadership in a lot of these clubs showed me that, like, those smaller tasks are really important and they actually make a very big impact.
So do you feel like leadership was definitely kind of one of the big things that has helped you sort of just like take a hold of problems and just run with them?
For sure, like, I feel like when you're in, like, a leadership position, you get that a lot where you're like, "This isn't really going how I thought I would, but, I'm the one that has to step up and make sure it goes well."
Gotcha. I definitely hear you on that one. Just doing leadership roles, that's kind of one of the things I've also learned too. It just sort of helps push you further in ways that you never actually really would have expected. So I definitely hear you on that. Awesome. So when working with your company, what was some of the takeaways from this internship? Like, what are some of the takeaways that you've gotten from working with them?
Oh, I would say, like, so as someone who is a psychology major trying to get into marketing, there's obviously a lot I don't know. So I kinda just took everything I was learning and just absorbing it. I would say, like, the one thing that I took away the most from the internship was, like, the importance of trying and failing. Failing is, like, the only way you're going to learn, and I learned that there's, like, no shame in failing as long as you're learning from it. Um, Again, this internship was, like, a huge learning process for me, so I appreciated all the mistakes I made along the way because it honestly just made me better in the field later on.
Gotcha, definitely. So, just kind of going back to kind of what you said. So you said you were a psychology major, and then now you're into marketing. Can I ask what was sort of the main flip, the reason why you wanted to switch over?
Sure. So actually during college, I was initially a nursing major, and I realized that I didn't want to do that anymore. I was pretty far into it. I was like halfway through my third year. Um, but I decided I wanted to study something I was more interested in. So I did developmental psychology. Um, but I realized that, the main route with that is a clinical psychology. So, becoming like a child therapist. But I realized I didn't wanna do that either.
Hmm.
And I was kind of researching and like, what can psychology be used for? And it can really be used for anything, like how you mentioned before. And so I looked into marketing and I was like, this sounds really cool. Like this is something that I'd actually be interested in pursuing as a career. And I thought actually like this clinic was the perfect opportunity to explore it. When I was meeting a recruiter, they kind of explained that, like there's a lot that's going to go on in the clinic. And I realized like this is a good first step in deciding if this is actually what I want to continue doing.
Got it. Well, the internship definitely helps with that marketing field. We also do a bunch of other different types of things, helping different students in different fields. So it's great to have you on board and just sort of just see what you've done. So we're really happy about that. So that kind of brings us to our last question of the day. Obviously, the clinic's coming, to an end for everyone, and everybody's sort of enjoying obviously what they're doing. So uh, what advice would you give someone who is thinking about applying to the digital summer internship program?
Oh wow, what advice? I mean, there's a lot I could say. But I guess the biggest thing would just say to take advantage of every opportunity that's given to you and also making the opportunities for yourself if necessary. Obviously, going into this internship, you're going to be an intern. They might not, give you huge things, huge projects at first, but that's kind of where you step up and say, hey, what can I do to help? I'm here to learn. Um, and just in the clinic in general, there's so much that we do and so much you can learn from. Um, a big thing that I've learned, and I would tell other people joining is put yourself out there, make those connections, take everything that you're learning and just absorb it.
So you feel like definitely your connections has grown with the clinic?
For sure, for sure. I've met a lot of really great people. I feel like I've kind of learned more about the field.
Got it. I kind of feel the same way when just all the sessions we're doing and just sort of like working with every single intern on just sort of the goals they want and the things they want to accomplish in their careers. The clinic has definitely helped me too. So it's glad to sort of see that that's sort of echoed amongst everybody in the clinic who I've spoken with. So that's super awesome. So actually, that actually wraps up kind of our little digital live. Very simple, pretty easy type of thing. So before we head out, I'd like to thank everyone for watching our digital live. Isaiah, thank you. Asia, excuse me. Thank you for taking the time. It was great talking with you and hearing about your experiences. And for everyone else, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Digital Summer Clinic, so you don't miss any of the new updates. Our next and last episode for now will be featuring Jacob Weimer with Jopful. We'll be going live tomorrow at noon, so you don't want to miss out on our last episode for this summer. We look forward to seeing you there, and everyone watching, have a great night. Thank you.
Thank you.